Thank you for listening to the Field Report for this October 5th, 2018. Assault incident and dealing with garbage issues. Here's what I found really difficult because it's important to get out here and start sharing your experiences. If somebody's been a victim of a sexual assault, it all leads back to some other individuals and I've talked to my family, I've talked to other people, have dealt with sex offenders and issues with what's going on with the sidewalk, with what went on since we moved here. Literally since the day we moved here, there's been assault after an assault. We could start at some of the hotels and locations. And luckily for some of us who have been in foster care placement or have, it's time to get together and talk. The issues that happen in the sex offense cases, they have to be disclosed to the proper authorities, and we have to have a way to contact somebody. This sexual assault has been going on for several years. In fact, we have injuries in families that really need medical care. So hopefully, whoever is forthcoming, it'll be very helpful. And these resources and information is from reliable detectives and investigators who actually deal with sex offenders and crime. And there is going to be crime assistance available because this has been an ongoing assault. We'll show you images, and we're going to continue discussing some issues, some safety issues all throughout the region. Being left home alone, one of the concerns that I have with children left home alone for obvious reasons because of drug and sex trafficking and because of abuse issues. There are all kinds of safety reasons why we have to make sure that when we talk to other parents, why it is it's imperative, because these are the targets. Daycare centers, foster care programs, human traffickings, bizarre sex abuse. We can tell. It's obvious. San Diego, there's been other issues throughout the region here in Ambridge, all through Butler County. Kids cannot be left home alone, especially with dealing with laundry and some other issues. If anybody has any concerns, especially if you have children, this is the time to pay attention to the alerts in your local news. Wow, these people have been through this much. Yes. And thankfully that there is a project like Project Pennsylvania, because the sex crimes have been going back to 1985, using the chair dance as an example, flash dance and things that were going on. Some people are trying to make girls do things, flashing people. These girls aren't the kind of girls that flash anyone, by the way. We've been in dance school, and I went to dance school since I went to Shade Sisters in 1982. Most of these girls are dancers. They go to school, dance class. And what I know, we were misled or led right into a trap. And that's what this pedophile rape ring is all about. The lead girls misleading and raping girls and forcible sex. I could go on for a while about how many incidents we have been approached several times all through Pennsylvania. So it's not surprising now what we've been through. Brothers, or, like I have younger brothers, and they're sitting here watching these big fat bully men, overweight men are trying to overpower and control and use sex as a tool to abuse women. Young girls have been victimized. All through Dormont, all through Mount Lebanon, all through Butler County. This has gone, and in fact, if you look at the reports, it does go up to Erie because there was a serial rapist, and this occurred in 1989 at Edinburgh University. All the information's right here. These sexual assaults have been going on since 1985. And we've been approached, and people have done sexual gestures to us several times, several incidents. If we really went into how many sexual assaults and how many times we were approached in our apartments and college campuses, we could go on for a while. So it's obvious here we got what we need. Associated with pedo rings, bondage tapes, videotapes, shackles. This is all bondage and S&M. It's all part of their sick. There's a lot of things that are being exposed that finally, thank you to those who are shattering the darkness, because this is what exactly has been going on with a lot of families. Most kids have not gone to dance class since they all were approached or assaulted. So getting back to really attendance policies and things like, really just assaulted. And most victims They feel like they can't turn to somebody. And truthfully, there are a lot of victims out here that need to speak out about having been approached. Anyone that ever asked a sex favor or anything, I mean, this had gone down to the marina, all the way through McKees Rocks. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. This is not the first time we heard about it. This is not the last time. We've been approached at the bus stop many, many times. Somebody's asked for, to cop a feel or something like that. You need to share your concerns, please, because this is happening again and again and again. We've been approached several times, and I'm not surprised at all. So when somebody shares that they've been, approached and asked to do sex favors, or, this has been a way of life for some of us. So, I mean, walking to the bus stop, going to the store, going to the grocery store, going to the coffee house, things that you need to do, extra precautions, pay attention. There's obvious, like a lot of times, now we still have issues with our vehicle. We've been approached several times and trapped, hit and smacked and punched by individuals that are not allowed to do a thing. They're not allowed to assault anyone. If not, we have to press charges. It's got to that point again. Since we've been back in Pennsylvania, this has been the ongoing issue. And here it is, Project Pennsylvania. So apparently these people, until we get to the bottom of what's going on, you have to file your case. You have to make sure it's sent over to the State Attorney General's office. And I would do it immediately.